Which of these two legends is your favorite? The 737 or the 727? This is a 737-500 Classic series. It made its maiden flight on February 24th, 1984. This is a 727-200 painted in the Southwest Airlines livery. Southwest leased these planes in the mid-1980s from other airlines to operate some flight routes. This plane can carry 149 passengers in the smaller variant and up to 189 passengers in the larger variant. This thing can fly even up to 2,700 nautical miles. This model of the 737 uses an estimated 3,000 pieces, and the 727 uses an estimated 4,000 pieces due to its stretched fuselage and large tail assembly. Both airplanes used those black hot dog pieces for door handles, which was something I thought of early on. The 727 is rocking 3 JT8D engines, 2 mounted on the sides and 1 in the vertical tail section. Both planes use the same design for their Fowler flap systems, and this was basically just copy and pasted over from the 737 model I built earlier. The 727 is quite impressive in size, at almost 4 feet in length. Now we can take a bit of a look at the 737-500 Classic. The nose on the 737 and 727 are pretty much identical, and so is the fuselage cross-section for each plane. I pretty much just copied one over from the other. This plane is just under 3 feet in length and 3 feet in wingspan. This thing is not as large as the 727, but some later models of the 737 were pretty big. One of the primary reasons why the 737 had such low ground clearance was because baggage handlers wanted to be able to load bags into the cargo holds of this aircraft without having to use too much equipment. The 737 had 2 underwing mounted CFM turbofan engines. These were not completely round because of the low ground clearance that the 737 had. The nose and door on this model are very similar to the 727, and it even comes down to that little black hot dog piece. The 737, like many of the planes in my collection, was certainly quite tail heavy. The 737-500 was the shortest 737 in the Classic series. The 737-400 was the much longer 737 that was released at the same time. The real 737 had a wingspan of about 94 feet, or 28.8 meters. When side by side, it's pretty obvious that the 727 is a larger aircraft than the 737 in many ways. The 727-200's maiden flight was February of 1963. The 737-500's maiden flight was February of 1984. There were 1,832 727s produced in its lifetime. The 737-500 saw 1,988 units built. However, the entire 737 family has accumulated over 10,000 current orders in production models. Unfortunately, over the years, the 727 has become somewhat of a rare sight at airports. Earlier jet engines suffered from multiple issues ranging from pollution to noise pollution to fuel efficiency. Unlike the 737 though, the 727's engines could not be easily replaced, which led to its obsolescence. However, some 727s are still being used for freighting roles, and some 737-500s are still being used in airline service. For me, the 3 engines on the 727, along with its somewhat unique T-tail, have always given it a somewhat character that modern jets seem to lack. Each one of these planes is unique in their own way. Which one's your favorite? I'd like to know. Please leave in the comment section which one you like better and why. Is it historical reasons or the way they were designed? And please let me know what comparisons I should do in the future with other planes I have. That's all I have for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and that's it for now.